She's 58 years old, and she still makes her 30-year-old son's bed. He didn't ask her to. He's not disabled, he just doesn't do it. And she can't stand the mess, so she does it. She also buys his groceries, pays his phone bill, slips him $20 when he says he needs gas, even though she knows it's not for gas. Her daughter is 26, hasn't worked in 2 years, sleeps until 2 p.m, orders Uber Eats on her mother's card because she doesn't have any money right now. And then there's her oldest son, 38 years old, sleeping on her couch, in and out of prison his whole life. Hasn't had a job since he was 17. He brings women over, disrespects the house, plays music so loud the neighbours complain. And every day, every single day, he asks for $10, for weed, for alcohol, for cigarettes. And if she says no, "You're a dumb bitch. I'm going to end my life. Is that what you want? You don't care about me. You never did." And she gives in. Every time. Because the alternative, watching him hurt himself, watching him rage, watching him leave, feels unbearable. So she hands over the money, cleans up after them, pays for everything, absorbs the insults. And when someone asks why she puts up with it, she says the same thing every enabler says. "They're my kids. What else am I supposed to do?" But here's the truth she'll never say out loud. She needs them to be broken. Because if they become functional, independent, capable, what does she become? Just a woman, alone, with nothing left to fix. And that terrifies her more than watching them waste their entire lives. This is the psychology of the enabler. It's the mother who can't stop giving money to her 35-year-old son. Who knows he's using it for drugs? Who tells herself, what if he ends up homeless? So she pays his rent again, bails him out again. Because letting him fail feels like letting him die. It's the wife who makes excuses for her husband's rage, who tells the kids, "Dad's just stressed," who smooths over every outburst with explanations. Because if she stops being the buffer, what's left? It's the friend who can't say no to the narcissist who drains them emotionally, who calls at 3 a.m. with the same crisis, who takes and takes, but when anyone suggests boundaries, the enabler says, "But they need me." Different relationships, different specifics, but the wound is the same. Psychologists call it enabling. When your help becomes harm, when your compassion becomes complicity, here's the transaction, the unconscious deal. If I fix them, manage them, rescue them, maybe they'll stay, maybe they'll change, maybe they'll finally love me back. But here's what actually happens. The person you're enabling never changes. Why would they? You've removed every reason to change. Every consequence gets buffered. Every failure gets cushioned. And you slowly disappear. Your needs become secondary. Your boundaries become suggestions. You're not a person anymore. You're a support system. And the cruelest part? You call it love. So how does someone become an enabler? You weren't born this way. This was survival. A role you learned when you were too young to know you were learning it. Most enablers grew up in chaos. Maybe it was addiction, a parent who drank, who disappeared for days. Maybe it was mental illness, a parent whose mood swung wildly. Maybe it was violence, and you learned early that your job was to keep everyone calm, to de-escalate before the explosion. Children in those environments don't get to be children. They become little crisis managers. They learn that their value is tied to their usefulness, that love is something you earn by keeping everyone else okay. Dr. Gabor Maté says that when a child's emotional needs aren't met consistently, they learn to prioritize the needs of others as a way to secure attachment. Because to a child, attachment is survival. Or your childhood looked stable from the outside. Nice house, good school district. But inside, boundaries didn't exist. Your parent treated you like a therapist, made you responsible for their happiness. You learned, my job is to make them okay. If they're not okay, I've failed. Attachment theory calls this anxious attachment. When you learn that you have to constantly monitor, adjust, fix just to keep the connection alive, so you grow up hypervigilant. Your nervous system gets wired for crisis management. Here's what happens in the brain. When you're with someone unstable, an addict, a narcissist, your amygdala fires constantly. But instead of fight or flight, you go into tend and befriend. You try to fix the threat, manage it, control it.